Dr. Doom just told the Avengers a lie so specific, it might be the whole plot of this movie. Dr. Doom looks at Earth's mightiest heroes and says one line, "All of you have been living stolen lives." That's not a threat. That's an accusation. And the trailer Marvel just dropped at D23 is quietly proving he might be right. Here's the detail almost nobody talked about first. Doom shows up in two completely different suits. Not two angles of the same costume, two separate outfits, confirmed by Marvel itself at the D23 Expo. One is the version we already know, the armored suit he wears to physically dismantle Thor. The other is softer. No shoulder plating, no chainmail, a single clasp holding the cape instead of full armor. And it's not a new design. It's the exact suit Victor Von Doom was wearing in the Fantastic Four. First Step's post-credits scene, the moment he pulls off his mask in front of Franklin Richards. Two suits, which raises the obvious question, are we watching two different versions of Doom? Or one Doom, wearing a costume that means something different depending on who's in the room? To answer that, you need the comics. And this is where it gets interesting. In Marvel's Secret Wars source material, the concept driving this entire story is the incursion. Two versions of Earth from different universes drifting into the same space, with only one able to survive the collision. In the comics, Dr. Doom doesn't discover incursions by accident. A future version of himself starts them, studies them, and eventually takes the name Doom hasn't earned yet, Rabum Alal. That future Doom builds a secret order to try to stop the incursions he's responsible for starting using time travel with help from a villain called the Molecule Man, before eventually absorbing the power of a cosmic being called the Beyonders and remaking reality itself as God Emperor Doom. So in the comics, there was never two Dooms, there was one Doom and his own future self, arriving to clean up a mess only he understood. Which means the trailer might be showing exactly that. Watch the timeline. The Fantastic Four are from a version of Earth dated around 1964, and they're arriving in the main MCU timeline in 2028. Time isn't linear for these characters, and it isn't linear for Doom either. The Doom we see falling out of the sky, still figuring things out, could be the present version, the one genuinely trying to work with Reed Richards and Sue Storm to find a real solution to the incursions. And the armored Doom, the one who no-sells a hit from Thor's axe and blasts him with pure energy. That could be his future self. The one who's already seen how this ends. The one who's done asking nicely. But there's a third read, and it's the one that makes "You've been living stolen lives" hit different. What if there's only one Doom in this movie, and he's been lying since the moment we met him? Go back to that Fantastic Four post-credits scene. Doom meets Sue Storm. From that point forward, in this theory, everything he does is manipulation gathering intel on Earth's heroes, feeding them just enough truth to earn trust, all while quietly building toward a confrontation he already knows is coming. If that's the play, the tower scene where the Avengers finally meet him isn't an alliance. It's the moment his cover runs out, the moment everyone in that room realizes exactly who caused the incursions in the first place, or who refused to stop them. And that reframes the fight that follows. Multiple readings are floating around for how Doom actually goes down mid-conversation. Some think it's Thor, some think it's Captain America throwing Mjolnir. Either is possible. Steve Rogers is standing right there in that sequence. But there's a third possibility worth sitting with, and it's the one that makes Doom sympathetic instead of monstrous. What if he hasn't done anything wrong at all? What if this Doom genuinely goes to Susan Storm, explains the incursions honestly, joins the Fantastic Four, crosses into the main MCU in good faith, and the villain turn we're all bracing for is really just him watching the Avengers, one by one, cheat their own destinies to save the people they love? Because that's the case, the trailer quietly builds against the heroes. Steve Rogers went back in time and stayed there, creating a timeline that was never supposed to exist. Kate Bishop's mother, Love, wasn't meant to survive. She was resurrected by a wish to the cosmic entity Eternity. Franklin Richards was supposed to die fighting Galactus. Instead, he was pulled somewhere else entirely. Sue Storm herself was, by the story's own logic, dead, until Franklin brought her back. Every one of these is a save that shouldn't have happened. And if you're Victor Von Doom, watching people manipulate reality itself to keep what they love while your own family, a wife, a child, maybe his mother was never given that mercy. You've been living stolen lives, stops being a villain's monologue. It becomes the one true thing anyone said all movie. So which of these is it? Future Doom cleaning up his own mess? Present Doom running the longest con in MCU history? Or a Doom who's the only honest person in the room? The trailer won't say outright, but it's not hiding the evidence either. Watch that armored suit closely. There's a band on the left arm visible in the powerful suit, absent from the ceremonial one, and Marvel's editors have gone out of their way to keep it hidden behind his cape in nearly every shot. That's not an accident in a 2-minute trailer this tightly cut. That's a clue somebody wants you to find. Whichever version is true, Doomsday isn't setting up a simple team-up movie. It's setting up a trial, and the Avengers might not like the verdict.